The operators of the Murtala Muhammed Airport Terminal 2, Bi-Courtney Aviation Services Ltd, say the terminal has been well positioned for seamless regional operations. Mr. Remy Jibodu, the head of Aeronautical and Cargo Services and Acting Chief Operating Officer at Bi-Courtney, said that regional flights would have enormous benefits to the aviation industry, airlines, and the general public. He gave the assurance in an interview with the News Agency of Nigeria, NAN, when he led his team on a courtesy visit to the agency's office in Lagos.
Today, we are operating regional out of the international store. Not that there is no regional, but the truth about it is that when you have more people coming into the fold, what it means is that we are going to expand the regional connections that we have from our terminal. If you bring a regional to us, for instance, if you start regional operation from our terminal, it will be very easy for us to have transit flight, because most of those people that have they're operating regional today, they are domestic airlines. For instance, you have Airpeace, you have Ibom Air, and all of that. These airlines are operating dual terminal. What it means is that they are going to make, more expenses in terms of, for instance, you have the taxi fuel. For instance, you have to have an office international at the same time you have here. Now, when you're doing the connection, it means when you leave international, there is no seamless connection through the RAM. You have to go out and all of that. So if you have that at Bi-Courtney, MMA2 today, it's easy for you to do that transition easily. The second part of it is the kind of facility we have makes the experience for the passenger to be very distinct. So in terms of probably the car park vicinity, proximity, you understand, connecting with our terminal is different from you take a big walk, and a lot of people are complaining about that. So that will ease up that. The third part of it is we're going to have more people that are going to get job. You understand? Even from the terminal today, aside from the fact that you have airlines that increase the number of staff that they have, you're going to have a lot of other customers. For instance, we have about 100 outlets, and so that will increase definitely. It's going to also affect the people that are doing the hailing business and a lot of other things like that. Aside from that as well, is that it will now benefit everybody. Today, we are not really benefit anything from the regional, but to benefit us, I will still benefit FAN and the government generally. So it's not going to be one-sided and all of that.
He also said the company was finalizing partnerships to venture into international air cargo support.
We are actually working very closely to that point now, because we are discussing with almost about 2 organizations, that are ready to bring in freighter aircraft. As a matter of fact, they are ready for us. We're just trying to look at the documentation and all of that. So very soon, as a matter of fact, aside from the fact that you have domestic cargo, we realize that our strategic positioning, allows us to be able to even accommodate international cargo, which basically on sales basis. You understand? So you don't have to, even before the aircraft comes in, you can have a sales arrangement where people drop their cargo and pick their cargo and can also connect with us online. So because what we want to do is not just physical thing. We're having a lot of connections digitally, whereby people can access us as Bi-Courtney Cargo, and there are a lot of people at the background that are supporting that vision. So it's going to now take the cargo, not only Nigeria, Europe, America, and all of that. So anyone that is actually looking for cargo, or they are sending things home in the diaspora, it can come through that platform, they pick it up from here, and a lot of other fantastic features that is even surrounding it. So in terms of cargo, yes, I think we are doing something very different from the last time that we spoke. And the cold cargo is also improving gradually. Majorly, you know that the major aim for it was to have what we call the transit cargo. Every cargo going to international has a transit and move. When it's coming back, as it and also to cater for the domestic part of it. But as it is now, we are also now moving up to look at rentals because we have a lot of demand for rentals, for warehousing, and all of that. So it means that very soon we have to be thinking of capacity because the capacity people are requesting is quite higher than what we have. Okay. So we're actually looking at those areas and look at the model that will suit us. But gradually we'll move towards that direction too.
Jibodu also appreciated NAN's extensive coverage of Bi-Courtney's activities. Expressing appreciation for the visit, the head of NAN Lagos office, Mr. Adeleye Ajayi, emphasized NAN's commitment to accurate, comprehensive, and balanced information dissemination.
We have more than 800 journalists across the globe, and we combine speed with accuracy. That's why we don't publish fake news. We make sure we check our facts and figures very well before we go to town.
He called for greater collaboration with the company to further strengthen its ties with NAN.